Discussion of today is toxic positivity. What exactly is a toxic positivity? It's when we are striving to be positive all the time. And that's not a very good thing. And I'll tell you why. Have you ever seen a coin, right? A coin always has two sides to it. The same goes with us. We have both the positive and both the negative. So trying to obsess to be positive all the time is not going to reap you the rewards, because you can't just fake it. They do have a saying, fake it till you make it, but not to get to the point of completely like avoiding reality and avoiding your emotions and avoiding everything that you're feeling just to get into the positivity. As human beings, for the rest of our lives, we cannot remain 100% positive. It's impossible. There's no person out there, even the best of coaches out there that preach it, don't always practice it 100%. And that's a trap. That's a big trap, all right, that we should try to avoid. As human beings, we have to honor when we get angry, we have to express that anger. When we feel happiness, we still need to express that happiness. It's not good to be suppressing. You need to be speaking up. But what you could do instead is just try to be aware and alert when negative emotions come up, so you know where they're coming from, and just try to just say, tomorrow is going to be a better day. You don't have to stay there, in your negative emotions, right? So till the day we die, we're always going to be having two sides to the coin. What else I wanted to say? You can't just stay there. Say you're going through some major difficulty, right? And you have to experience the grief that you're going through, because how are you going to heal it if you're not going to acknowledge what you're feeling? It's impossible. It's impossible. And a lot of people on the spiritual path that I have encountered, because I've been on this path for self-development for over 12 years, because I love self-development. I've noticed a lot of people are always with the love and light and all this bullshit. For me, it's bullshit, right? It's bullshit for me because it's not real. It's not real, right? We're in this world surrounded by a lot of negativity, a lot of positivity too, right? And we have triggers. So you can't just remain there. You can't just be positive all the time. It's impossible. It's impossible. You shouldn't try to run away from who you actually are. Life is all about embracing the real self that you are, but just trying to improve, right? If you've got certain toxic patterns that you're doing that is not helping you in your life to make it a better life, that's where you should focus on and taking micro steps. Because life is a journey. Positivity is also a journey. It's reprogramming your mind to a new set of belief systems, right? You can do, like a lot of spiritual people start with a lot of affirmations, right? Saying things, but it doesn't do shit. It doesn't fucking do shit, right? It can help, right? I'm not saying it's not going to help, but what needs to happen is that you need to turn that affirmation. It's not just about feeling or saying it out loud. It's actually taking that affirmation and putting it into your being. So there's lots of people out there that preach a lot of things that I see, right? But they can know how to talk about it very, very well. A lot of coaches out there too that I've seen. They're very good with their words, very charming in how they say things, but very few people actually walk the talk that they're saying. Very few people are going towards that evolution, because what happens is they get into their trap of their ego, thinking that they're not good enough if they're not going to be positive, right? And they feel shameful about that because they're putting a lot of pressure onto themselves, right? Real self-development and real self-help is knowing who you are, the real you, the authentic you, not the things, showing the stuff that you're hiding, that you're afraid to show out into the world. So if you're a person like me that curses a lot, right? I don't feel ashamed about doing that. This is who I am. It's either you like it or you don't. I don't care about what people think. I don't have a specific language that I have to talk to people. This is who I am. I honor who I am. And lots of people out there are trying to make themselves, improve their language skills, to talk, sweet and nice, and to be all professional. That's bollocks. Because most of them, a lot of them are not being themselves. And it's kind of like an image that they're trying to bring out, right? People, in order to be a successful influence in somebody's life, you need to be yourself. That's how messages are passed forward to people. Because intuitively, people can intuitively, right? People can spot a bullshitter from 1,000 miles. Right? They can understand. And this applies to any areas in life, even in business, right? For example, you go to a car salesperson, right? You can see if he's faking it or if he's not faking it, because he's just trying to get, he's trying to get his commission and shit like that, right? And you don't want to buy. Or say you go to see a viewing of a house, all these real estate agents that can appear, they're not talking authentically about how they're feeling about the house. Most of them, I'm not saying, but most of the times people are not honest, because they're just trying to tell the other person what they want to hear. And that's not good. That's not good. And it doesn't help you achieve things in your life when you're like that. That's what holds you back. So, people need to be honoring themselves and being who they are. So exploring, your feelings, being who you are, and not giving a shit about what people think. The problem with this world is that people care so much about what other people think, and that holds them back in life. Because you're here on earth to live your own life. You're not here to copy somebody else's life. Let them do what they're doing. You do yourself. Who are you? And you'd be surprised, there are many people out there that are very similar to you, right? That you sometimes might feel that you're alone out there, right? And you might be refraining from exposing your true self, right? But there are similar people on the path that you are too. So I'm all about being authentic, all about being honest, gets you much more forward in life. Because fake is too much to maintain. It's too much to fucking maintain. It can't sustain any form of relationships or anything. So that's my tip for toxic positivity. Be yourself today, motherfuckers. Yeah.